Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin's turbulent relationship, which has seen many highs and lows, caught our interest on Love and Hip Hop New York. Involving mental discomfort and family problems, just as things seem to be spiraling out of control, Chrissy abruptly left their 15-year relationship. Assume that it is late in the evening. Brooke Bailey and Jim Jones enter the classy hotel restaurant, where Chrissy is having a pleasant meal. Since it was the first time she and Jim had ever interacted, Chrissy attempted to remain composed and concentrate on her dinner. Had been dating ever since she broke up with him, but things soon got out of control. The following people witnessed the violent altercation that began as a verbal dispute. Surprised, and despite the abrupt breakup, it was evident that there were still intense feelings and unresolved problems between them. Chrissy tried to remain calm and pretend that Jim wasn't even there, but Jim bothered her when she decided to leave. Additionally, he brought attention to a post Chrissy made on Instagram following their breakup, which said, "The best way to predict your future is to create it." Chrissy tried to escape, but Jim smiled and mockingly flung this insult at her. It resembled her declaration of independence, and after they split up, some claimed that Chrissy had been severely hurt by Jim's contempt. As Chrissy attempted to leave the restaurant, things became heated. Jim's demeanor drove her over the limit, and they ended up yelling at each other. Witnesses reported more than words, and some suggested physical contact. Consider the mayhem that would ensue before personnel had to intervene to defuse the situation. But by that time, feelings were running hot. While Jim remained composed and carried on with his dinner with Brooke Bailey, Chrissy departed with a furious look on her face. On social media, all of this spread swiftly, with both proponents and opponents sharing their opinions on X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram. Users who supported Chrissy commended her for breaking up with Jim and lambasted his behavior. Some even viewed their split after 15 years as a turning point in her personal development. Others who were critical of Jim's behavior attacked him. She should respect Chris's boundaries, according to one admirer, while Jim's mockery of her remarks demonstrated his immaturity, according to another. Had long since broken up with each other. This is the result of staying too long, despite what many people think. Drama and would soon reconcile. Things became much more heated when rumors of Jim and Brooke Bailey began to circulate. After Jim's participation at dinner with Brooke was interpreted as a slight to her, many people questioned whether Jim and Chrissy were still together. Chrissy, on the other hand, has been largely silent, publishing just a few enigmatic words that suggested she was done with Jim. But one post in particular struck a chord with followers and reaffirmed her unwavering declaration: "You can only foresee your future by creating." Fans have reacted favorably to Chrissy's decision to end her relationship with Jim, particularly those who have witnessed her highs and lows over the years. Many others have interpreted it as evidence of Chrissy's will to move on. Mama Jones, Jim's mother, has always held strong ideas. Therefore, the Jim and the Chrissy saga has always been unusual and dramatic. Their dedication to preserving her emotional and mental well is demonstrated by their long-term collaboration. Even when Chrissy asked Jim to marry her, she went against the grain, but even then, fans are constantly curious about Jim and his future because the engagement was real but the wedding never took place. Chrissy, you could feel the tension because they even went through an Effie reunion, Love Hub edition, and a marriage boot camp. Chrissy has expressed her annoyance at Jim's rejection of her in public. Since then, it has been an emotional roller coaster with both serious lows and passionate highs, leaving many viewers unable to stop watching. Most recent drama, everyone wants to know what's going to happen. Is Brooke Bailey still involved, or will Jim try to make amends with Chrissy? Chrissy seems to be focusing on herself, announcing that she is beyond the romantic turmoil, while Jim has kept silent in public. He presented the impression that he had no regrets for anything by raising eyebrows and keeping people guessing about his actions over the supper, the latest Jim episode. And Chrissy's story demonstrates the intricacy of heartbreak, love, and personal growth. Chrissy ended a 15-year relationship for more reasons than only breaking up with Jim. It was also about, while she is reclaiming her identity and building a better future, Jim's actions raise questions about whether he is prepared to change or if he will keep making the same mistakes. The fans are captivated by the drama between Jim and Chrissy is intensifying, and it seems unlikely that their story will conclude. It's difficult to say whether they'll ever get together again because of their tight relationship and all the public ups and downs throughout the years. Although some people think they might yet make amends, they should close this chapter entirely. While Jim is everywhere, others believe Chrissy is committed to her current course of self-improvement and independence. The place 1 minute he's with Brooke Bailey, the next he's rejecting Chrissy's assertions. When will all of this drama end? Peacefully or with surprises? After 15 years of ups and downs, fans of Anything Could Happen are captivated by this emotional roller coaster between Jim and Chrissy. But Chrissy seems determined to move on and let go of the toxic vibes. Even if they reconcile or appear publicly, Downs cannot predict if this is the end or just another unexpected turn of events. Explosion, especially with Brooke Bailey on board. There seems to be more unrest coming. Watch out. This story is very different from above.